Beyoncé is done for. People are saying she sacrificed her own son for fame, that Sir Carter was erased so Blue Ivy could become the chosen one. This whole situation has the internet spinning because Bianca Lawson just went scorched earth on the entire Carter empire, and the allegations? They're absolutely diabolical. Everybody thought they knew the Carter family, the perfect dynasty, Beyoncé, Jay-Z, their beautiful children living this fairy tale life. That was the version everyone repeated, the brand, the image, the carefully crafted narrative fed to us for years. But now, leaked information from inside the family got the whole narrative twisting. Richard Lawson, Tina Knowles' ex-husband, allegedly violated a legal gag order. He exposed private medical details about Sir Carter. And that was just the beginning. His daughter, Bianca Lawson, reportedly unleashed something so explosive that Hollywood is shaking. We're talking witchcraft, child sacrifice, a conspiracy so dark it makes your skin crawl. Let me break this down because the details are straight mind-blowing. TMZ and social media just dropped a nuclear bomb. Insiders claim that Bianca Lawson is blowing the lid off a sinister conspiracy involving the Carter children. The allegation? That Beyoncé and Jay-Z didn't just hide Sir Carter because of his reported autism and ADHD. According to these sources, Sir was sacrificed to the shadows, a ritualistic trade-off so that Blue Ivy could rise as the golden child. Think about it. When's the last time you saw Sir Carter? When's the last time he was photographed at a family event? Meanwhile, Blue Ivy is everywhere. Red carpets, award shows, performing in front of 100,000 screaming fans at her mother's concerts. She's been groomed since birth, allegedly treated like a corporate product rather than a child. Fans online turned into investigators. They're comparing every public appearance, every interview, every carefully worded statement from the Carters about their children. And folks online swear the pattern is undeniable. One child is fed to the machine of fame, forced to work, trained to perform. The other, locked away, hidden, erased from existence. Online detectives found something even more disturbing. They're digging into the timeline of when Sir Carter disappeared from public view. They're analyzing old footage, slowing down frames, zooming in on family photos. And people are claiming they can see the exact moment the Carters made their choice, the moment they decided which child would be the sacrifice and which would be the star. But it gets even crazier. This isn't the first time Beyoncé has been accused of dark practices. Remember Kimberly Thompson? Her former drummer filed a lawsuit with some absolutely wild allegations. We're talking extreme witchcraft, magic spells, sexual molestation through supernatural means. And here's the part that makes your blood run cold. Thompson allegedly accused Beyoncé of murdering a kitten as part of some ritual. People dismissed those claims as crazy, conspiracy theory nonsense. But now, with Bianca Lawson reportedly confirming similar allegations, folks are going back through those old documents with fresh eyes. They're connecting dots, building timelines, and the picture emerging is absolutely terrifying. The leaked information suggests this tension between Bianca and Beyoncé has been lethal for years. Sources claim Bianca has been watching from the inside, seeing things that made her sick. Family gatherings where Sir was kept separate, conversations about his condition spoken in hushed tones, plans for Blue's career discussed openly, while Sir's future was never mentioned. And here's where it gets violent. Remember the infamous Who Bit Beyoncé mystery? That wild story from years ago that had the internet going absolutely insane trying to figure out who attacked the Queen Bee at a party. The internet is now convinced Bianca Lawson was the assailant, that she viciously attacked Beyoncé in a fit of rage over what she knew about Sir. Think about that timeline. Richard Lawson inexplicably stepped in to shut down rumors about the biting incident. Why would Tina Knowles' ex-husband protect a random stranger? Unless he was protecting his own daughter. Unless Bianca finally snapped after watching this family destroy one child to elevate another. Now let's get into the motive, because this is where everything starts clicking into place like some twisted puzzle you wish you could unsee. The Lawson family has been connected to the Knowles-Carter dynasty for years through Tina Knowles' marriage to Richard Lawson. Bianca Lawson, Richard's daughter, became Beyoncé's stepsister. She had inside access. She saw things. She was at family events, private gatherings, moments when the cameras weren't rolling and the carefully constructed image could slip. And reportedly, what she witnessed made her increasingly disturbed. Sources claim Bianca watched as Sir Carter was systematically erased from the family narrative, not because of shame about his neurodivergence, but because he didn't fit the brand. He couldn't be molded into the perfect product. He couldn't perform on command. Put all that together, and it looks like the perfect recipe for a family war that's been brewing for years. Bianca allegedly watched Blue Ivy being trained like a show pony from the moment she could walk. Dance lessons, voice coaching, media training, all before she was old enough to understand what childhood was supposed to be. Meanwhile, Sir was reportedly kept away from public events. His medical information allegedly became a closely guarded secret, protected by legal agreements and non-disclosure clauses. Richard Lawson's recent alleged violation of that gag order suggests he finally reached a breaking point, and his daughter? She's reportedly ready to burn the whole empire down. But here's the part that really makes you question everything. The Carter family's rise to power has always been surrounded by whispers, dark rumors about what they allegedly did to get where they are, who they allegedly stepped on, what deals they allegedly made. Kanye West, before his public breakdown, dropped some chilling warnings. Resurfaced footage shows him screaming about Hollywood sacrifices, about how they try to control celebrities by traumatizing their children, about how the industry demands blood for success. People thought he was losing his mind, but was he trying to expose what he knew about the Carters before they could silence him? And it gets worse for them. Industry whistleblower Jaguar Wright has been dropping bombshells for years. She's linked the Carters to Alia's death. She's claimed the couple keeps people unconscious and against their will. She's described a pattern of abuse and control that sounds like something out of a horror movie. Does this explain why Sir is never seen? Is he even okay? That kind of allegation hits different when you realize how much power the Carters have, how much influence, how many people would look the other way to stay in their good graces, how many secrets could be buried with enough money and connections. The financial angle makes this even twisted. Blue Ivy's career is already generating millions. She's trademarked, branded, monetized. At an age when most kids are worried about homework and playdates, she's a business entity. Her childhood isn't just being stolen, it's being sold. And if Sir was seen as a liability to that brand, if his existence complicated the narrative, the allegations suggest he was simply removed from the equation. Bianca Lawson reportedly believes this goes beyond normal stage parent behavior, beyond even the toxic aspects of child stardom we've seen before. She allegedly believes this is ritualistic, intentional, a dark bargain where one child's light is extinguished so another's can shine brighter. And the more you look at the evidence, the more you realize she might be right. But here's the part that really hits different. This isn't just about billionaires fighting. It's not just about gossip. The ones who got caught up in the middle of all this are the children. Think about Sar, just a little boy. If the reports about his autism and ADHD are true, he needs love. He needs support. He needs privacy. But instead, he's allegedly become a secret, a source of shame, or worse, a bargaining chip and a spiritual contract he never signed. Imagine being erased from your own family photos because you don't fit the aesthetic. Imagine being hidden away while your twin sister is worshipped by millions. That's a level of trauma that doesn't just go away. That's the kind of scar that lasts a lifetime. And then look at Blue. Everyone says she's living the dream, but look closer at the footage. Look at her eyes in some of those clips. She's a child, thrust onto stages in front of 100,000 screaming strangers. People are saying she was groomed for this, that she didn't have a choice. While Sir is locked in the dark, Blue is forced into the blinding light. That's messed up. Both of these kids are victims of a machine that eats childhoods for breakfast. One is worked to the bone, the other is treated like he doesn't exist. It's a tragedy. It's heartbreaking. And if Bianca Lawson is truly trying to save them, then she's not the villain of this story. She's the only one allegedly saying, enough is enough. And before you say, this is all just internet theories, we have to talk about the warnings we ignored, because the clues have been in our faces the whole time. Remember Kanye? Ye has been screaming from the rooftops about Hollywood sacrifices for years. He told us. He looked into the camera and said, they try to control you by traumatizing your kids. He warned us about the handlers. He warned us about the disappearance of family values in exchange for clout. When Kanye was going off on Jay-Z saying, don't send killers at my head, everyone thought he was having an episode. But what if he was scared? What if he saw what happened to Sir? What if he saw the pact in action and tried to run? People are now linking Kanye's erratic behavior to the trauma of witnessing exactly what Bianca is allegedly exposing. He wasn't crazy. He was terrified. And then Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright dropped a bombshell that shook the industry. She looked dead in the camera and linked the Carters to the death of Aaliyah. She claimed they keep people unconscious. She claimed they keep people against their will. Unconscious. Against their will. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like the rumors surrounding Sir Carter? When you stack Jaguar's testimony next to Kimberly Thompson's witchcraft claims and then put Kanye's warnings on top, the picture gets dark. Really dark. It paints a picture of a circle that protects its own secrets with fear, intimidation, and silence. And anyone who tries to speak up, they get labeled crazy, they get silenced, or they disappear. That's why Richard Lawson's leak is so dangerous. That's why Bianca's alleged scorched earth campaign is suicidal. They are going up against a machine that has allegedly crushed people way more powerful than them. Now, this whole situation gets even crazier when you realize the sheer scale of the cover-up required to keep this quiet. Let's keep it real. In the age of social media where everyone has a camera phone, how do you hide a whole human being? How do you hide Sir Carter? Fans online have been working like full-blown investigators, tracking private jet logs, analyzing nannies' NDAs, and looking at the backgrounds of photos posted by distant relatives. They found that even the nannies are ghosts. No one speaks. It's like a military operation. And let's circle back to the biting incident because the details there are wild. When that story broke, the industry panicked. Why? Because if Bianca bit Bianca, it wasn't just a fight, it was a breach of the inner circle. The rumor is that the bite happened because Bianca tried to intervene. Allegedly, she saw something regarding the children, maybe a ritual, maybe mistreatment, and she physically lashed out. That changes the whole context. It wasn't a drunk party mishap, it was a rescue mission gone wrong. And think about the Solange elevator fight. We saw Solange attacking Jay-Z. We saw Bianca standing there, motionless, unbothered. Why? People are saying Solange knew. Solange has always been the one, on the edge, the one who refused to play the game fully. Was she fighting for the same reason Bianca allegedly bit Bianca? Was she fighting for the soul of the family? It seems like every few years a family member snaps. Solange, then Bianca, now Richard. The pressure cooker is exploding. And honestly, you have to wonder what Jay-Z's role is all of this. He calls himself Jehovah, God. The ego is massive. But is he the mastermind, or is he just another cog in the machine? The internet believes he's the architect, the one who signed the deal, the one who made the trade.
And this story is still unfolding with way bigger implications than just one family drama. What we're seeing here is a glimpse behind the curtain of the entire industry. The bigger conversation is about the price of admission. We worship these celebrities. We call them kings and queens, but we never ask what they had to do to get that crown. If these allegations are even 10% true, it means the entertainment industry is built on the suffering of children. It means that to be a billionaire icon, you have to be willing to sacrifice your own flesh and blood. It's a warning. When you constantly chase fame, when you trade your privacy for power, you're just selling your talent. You're selling your soul. And the interest on that loan, it's paid by your kids. Beyoncé's situation is a wild example, but it's a mirror for the whole culture. We consume these children. We watch Blue Ivy and critique her dancing like she's a pro, forgetting she's a kid. We demand to see Sir Carter, forgetting he deserves privacy. We are part of the machine. And if Bianca Lawson exposes this, if she proves that dark magic and rituals are real currency in Hollywood, it's not just the Carters who will fall, it's the whole illusion. It's the end of the age of the untouchable celebrity. We are watching the death of the idol. And it's ugly. So where does this leave us? The Carters are currently silent, but silence is loud. The longer they go without addressing Richard Lawson's leak, the more guilty they look in the court of public opinion. People are predicting a collapse. If Bianca Lawson drops the receipts, if she releases audio, if she releases medical records, if she confirms the witchcraft allegations, it is game over. We are talking about cancellations, lawsuits, and maybe even criminal investigations. The internet is already choosing sides, and for the first time in history, the Hive isn't winning. The tide has turned. People are siding with the erased child. They are siding with the whistleblowers. There is a storm coming, a Category 5 hurricane of truth that is about to hit the Carter household. And I don't think their PR team can fix this one. I don't think a surprise album drop can distract us from this. We are watching the end of an era. The mask is slipping, and what's underneath is terrifying. Stay locked in because this story is about to get even crazier. I promise you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. More details are dropping every hour. Richard Lawson isn't done talking. Bianca hasn't played her ace card yet. So I need to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Do you think Bianca Lawson is telling the truth? Do you believe Sir Carter was sacrificed for the family's success? Or is this just a bitter ex-stepdad trying to cash out? And let me ask you this, do you believe the witchcraft rumors? Let's argue in the comments. I'll be down there replying to the wildest theories. Make sure you like the video, it helps get this truth out there. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update, because we are covering every twist that comes out. The second Bianca speaks, we will be here. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Keep your eyes open, stay safe out there, and remember, everything that glitters ain't gold. Sometimes it's just a cage. I'll see you in the next one.